The presenting sponsor of Upmarket is Auto HDR, the AI that powers our back end. For a free month of editing, go to autohdr.com/upmarket. Coming to you from the Upmarket studio in beautiful San Buenaventura, California, this is Upmarket, a podcast about the business of real estate photography and media. My name is Reed Fish. I'm the CEO and a co-founder of Upmarket Media. And Mark Corcoran, not here. I think he's out. Well, he's our co-founder, but he's out. You know what he's going to be doing? He's paddling. He does his not outrigger, his paddling. So he's going to do that. But it gives him a lot of muscles, actually. Tones his body. It does. Well, because he injured his back last year a little bit, and then he wasn't paddling as much, and he doted out a little bit.
Well, mental health too.
Oh, mental
Saltwater,
health too. We always want to make sure
stuff.
Mark has good mental health. But joining me actually is no, I'm not going to introduce the guest first. I'm going to introduce. This is actually a big day because it's our first episode with our new producer, who has a mouthful of protein bar. So we can wait. I'm
just shaking my head no.
We can give you actually, let's introduce our guest today first, Katie Connelly. You may know her if you ever watched Why Would You? Please Don't. Real VC, our podcast about Ventura County real estate. Katie Connelly was our co-host. I think I've put that podcast out of its misery. But Katie actually now is an official member of the Upmarket family. She
Officially
is now
official.
our client care specialist / effectively salesperson. And
I prefer field rep.
Field rep. That is great.
I just make it up as I go along.
Yeah, it's true. And you're making it up already. So you just started working with us in this role. And so we really want to make sure that we want to talk a lot about sales in this episode and sales strategies. But there's a couple housekeeping things we need to do first. And does our producer have an empty mouth now? So what a way to introduce you. I am so excited. I know Mark is excited as well. I think we have someone who's going to bring a new vibe to the show. Really excited about it. Jazz Jennings, welcome. You are the new producer of Upmarket Pod.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
You're welcome. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Getting my bearings, getting to know everybody better, but I'm stoked.
Yeah. Well, I know you have a long history of producing podcasts.
I'm going on to my second decade now.
Yeah.
I don't know, producing since I was 10, 14.
Yeah, 10, 14. That's great. Well, yeah. And I know you you have a lot of entertainment industry experience. And so I was like, I thought, and I don't know. And just the little backstory is we just kind of know each other a little bit through Ojai, kind of new friends actually. And then I was like, Molly's leaving and you just seem like a great fit. And I hope I was right.
I do too. No, it's good. I mean, we have a good rapport.
Yeah.
We're both creatives in the same town. I don't know. I'm excited.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is you're going to come on and do social media sidebar when we do social media sidebar. We'll let Katie go for that. But Katie will be here for the first and second half of the show. The other thing I want to do is it's a new beginning with Jazz, but it's also, I did want to talk about really quick an ending we had because I think it got a little lost in the shuffle with Molly leaving and some of the other changes going on and I think travel and all this stuff. But Bethany Diedrich, who has been editing this show for years now, we kind of changed up our post-production workflow and we're doing it in-house with Tessa now. And so Bethany is not editing the show anymore, but I did want to shout her out because she did such an amazing job for years. Personally, of course, adore Bethany, love Bethany. There's no bad anything with this whole transition. She's got a new era in her life starting and we have a new era here starting. So it just felt like the right time to kind of make a change. And I just want to shout out Bethany. Thank you for everything you brought to the show, all the fun that we've had, all the care you took with it, all the ideas that you had. You really helped shape the last few years of the show. And we super, super, super appreciate you. And you'll always be part of the family for sure. So thank you, Bethany. So just wanted to shout that out. Katie, one more thing. There's one more. The drawing was done today. It'll be on the next episode, hopefully, the drawing for the PMRE free ticket from iGuide and their tour to PMRE. So there's one more to give away. They're giving away 3 full trips to PMRE from anywhere in North America to Las Vegas, 4 nights, I believe, airfare, spending money, and you get a workshop, a free workshop as well. Like a tremendous, like $7,000 value, I think. I don't even know what they're saying it is. So there's one more to go, which I think will be drawn in September. So go to goiguide.com/PMRE. All you have to do is enter your email address there, follow go_iGuide on Instagram, and follow Upmarket Pod on Instagram. Then you're entered to win. The odds are so good. Please get in there. Katie Connelly. I don't know if you're going to come to PMRE, but we'll see.
I don't know if I've made the travel team yet.
Yeah, Jazz is though. Jazz is coming to PMRE. Jazz is
on the travel team.
Well, and that's the thing. Jazz, fuck it. We'll talk about it in the social media sidebar. Let's just Katie. But so Katie, so let's get in a little bit. So we felt like Mark and I have been working on these bigger projects, and we haven't been out there as much. Business has been down, and we have felt like we need to pump up our sales. And Mark and I just have not had the will or the capacity to get out there and do the retail, get in your face networking that we need to do. And so we felt like we needed to have boots on the ground. And you and I, and Mark too, all three of us had a really good relationship. We've known you for a long time. You've been the co-host of our other podcast. And because you're a realtor, and I know we're letting a realtor into enemy territory here, but it's okay. We've had a few realtors on the show, so it's all right. We feel like you talk the realtor language, and you also have a background in recruiting because you were the head of Keller Williams West Ventura County, and basically your job was to recruit, right?
Grow the business, yeah. And I did that for 3 other independents before joining Keller Williams as well. So. Yeah, it's funny when I was telling somebody my story today, and I was like, they're like, "Oh, are you still going to sell real estate?" And I said, "I mean, I have a license, whatever, but I don't love strangers, and I think probably that's why we get along."
Oh,
but I remember my first.
Well, I was a stranger at first.
You were, and we probably didn't get along. But I remember going to my first real estate event and really thinking oh my gosh, these are my people, So exactly what you're saying is I speak realtor. I love being around that group of people. I'm super involved, with the board of directors. I was in recruiting and all that kind of stuff. And
you genuinely love realtors. This is the most shocking fact about you.
There's some others.
Well, I know a couple of those too. I'm not going to bring them up here, but but that is the thing because, in the context of this show, obviously, I realtors get my goat. I get annoyed with them pretty easily. So,
which is so funny to me because I'm like the quintessential realtor. I don't know how I don't drive you crazy.
Who said you don't drive me crazy?
Okay, I probably do. Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. You know what I think you don't drive me crazy is I think you have a genuine kindness to you as well. And I think there's an entitlement edge on a lot of realtors. The ones who drive me crazy are the ones who have all the crazy stuff happening, but then they're just so entitled about it. And you've never been entitled. And I think that's the big difference because so many realtors are like, my lack of planning is your problem and your emergency. And I'm like, it is not, but they're entitled to it being our problem. So that's why.
Thank you.
But you are always on the phone. It is annoying.
I am.
But
and I'll end a conversation in public and then start a new one. I do that constantly.
Totally. But you do genuinely, what is so great and why I'm so excited for you to be in this role is you do genuinely like realtors. So it's like for me to go to a realtor networking thing, I'm like, oh my fucking God, I don't want to do this. You're like, yeah, this is great. I see all my friends. And then you also, because of that experience, you know what to say. And us able to put a client care person together who is a realtor to me is we're 10 steps ahead already. Because we don't have to educate you on what the business is. We have to educate you a bit on our business, but not you get the deal for realtors.
But just a bit, right? Because I have been sitting here in this chair with you for 2 years. So I have heard about a little bit about real estate media sales and real estate media production and all that kind of stuff. So I did kind of have a leg up on maybe hiring somebody blind out there that wouldn't be in the same kind of know-with-all.
Yeah, for sure. But it's really, we are having to do some education with you of just hey, these are all our products. These are why we say people should use these products. And like, because, I think for your marketing that you're doing as a realtor, I think you were basically pretty much just doing photos and floor plan, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, where we want to be selling video and 3D tours and aerial photos and, all those things that actually make us money.
Yep.
And so, which you get now, you understand.
I do. And I mean, I've been sitting at my desk and scrolling through all kinds of stuff and learning a ton. Yeah. For sure. But back to what you were saying about, upselling video and 3D tours and all that kind of stuff and digging through the platform, the internal database yesterday and today, I see who does that. And they're the people that make a lot of money. So not only are they spending the money, mm-hmm. and it's not, thousands of dollars. It's just a moderate, price point. Yeah. But they're making exponential dollars of anyone else.
Because our basic photos are $350. Yep. And if you do the on that same size home, if you do the full package, it's $1,100. So, it's an $800 difference, but if that gets you 1 or 2 more listings every year, I mean, you're 20xing that money. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like,
And I mean, I don't want to say traditionally, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but realtors get paid on basically 5 figures, per transaction without breaking any rules, any numbers, percentages, all that kind of stuff. But in general, it's in that range. So $1,100 is it's a small percentage.
Yeah, no, exactly. And and I think, our favorite clients obviously are the ones who do that same package on every single listing. And part of our pitch to realtors always has been like, if you keep your marketing consistent, and even if it is the lowest end house, and which here now, mobiles are $300,000, $400,000. So it's like, even at that price point, you can still afford that marketing package that's $1,100.
Yep.
So when you treat those like you treat the $2 million listing, that's going to make those clients that have the $300,000 or $400,000 or $500,000 house, which don't exist here, but the $800,000 house, feel comfortable with your marketing efforts.
And it's going to make you stand out in that mobile home park, and it's going to make you stand out in that condo complex where there's 5 other listings that people just took the time upon themselves to shoot or whatever, because it was a wash.
It was a wash. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. Well, so I feel like I want in this episode to have like actionable things for our listeners. But so when we are talking about sales and we are talking about how we talk to realtors, I mean, what's the angle that you're really planning on taking with people? And I know you've already kind of started, but you've been working with us officially for 12 days or something. So it's like, we're really just laying the groundwork for all this stuff. But I mean, when you're having these private conversations, which I know you've had already, what are you talking about?
That's a great question. So
thank you.
I feel you're great at that. So I do have a sales coach-ish that I work with, and that person is very like data driven and, emails and mass, and it's a wide net to get whoever is going to grab that net. I come from like a soft kind of intro, personal relationships kind of person. And I have that here in Ventura County, and I've done a good job with it. So then taking that to our surrounding neighbors and building those relationships there, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask about how's your day, Reed? Like, what are your struggles in your business? Like, who are you using as a photographer? Like, what's going on with your listings? Are they moving? Are they not moving? And just having those conversations and relationships, because as you probably know, realtors like to be listened to. They like to talk.
Everyone likes to be listened to.
Everyone does like to be listened to.
Yeah, we all want to be heard, right?
Yeah. And I think you guys, all of you guys here at Upmarket are more of definitely like Jazz said, the creatives.
Yeah.
And I'm super high social.
I've noticed, yeah.
and so being a high social and shaking all those hands and kissing babies, as they say, that's my kind of how I'm going to do things.
Right. So. Well, and I think the approach we are going to take is actually this kind of hybrid approach of that, of a data-driven approach. And so this coach that you have is kind of working as a consultant with us as well. And he's really able to like scrape the data off of Zillow, scrape who has active listings, who has, because going after people going after agents who have active listings is good because listings beget listings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a listing, that's a pretty good indicator you're going to get another listing.
Yep.
And because when you're looking at a list of 100 realtors, how do we know which ones to target? Because 93 of them are actually not going to be fruitful clients for you, because most, and correct me if I'm wrong here, most realtors are pretty much only buyer's agents, right?
I need to look up those stats. I haven't looked up those stats in probably, a year, almost about a year since I quit being in leadership. But I've seen agents get their first transaction and it's a listing. So
well, I just feel like there's so many agents who are just like, oh, I have my license, and when my cousin wants to look for a house, I help them out.
Well, out of the 1.3 million realtors in the United States, only 20, not even 20%, like 19% sold one unit in 2025.
Whoa.
You didn't know that? I mean, we can fact check that. Producer Jazz. So I don't misspeak. But
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. So basically 81% of realtors in the United States you can ignore as a real estate media person.
Well,
except they might get a listing.
They might. Or, I mean, I've been in real estate sales, real estate leadership, and coaching. And so sometimes it's like if you have somebody that cares about you and cares about your business and, says, hey, well, this is what you need to do, X, Y, and Z, then maybe they will pick up the phone and call those leads that they met at an open house, and maybe they will get something. And then they'll call their favorite real estate photography company and book something.
We need to
and
be
it'll give them the momentum to keep going.
Yeah, we need to be marketing to all the agents. But I mean, really, when you're doing the face-to-face marketing, when you're really putting resources in, you want to make sure that the realtors you're talking to are, producing agents. I mean, that's really because the ones that aren't producing, they don't have money to spend with you. Even if they need even if you're like, oh, I could sell them social content, but you can't because they don't have any money.
Yeah, but I still remember the first title rep that introduced me to all their tools when I was, new in the game and had no sales under my belt. I still see that person to this day. So people remember.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So we're going to take this data-driven approach. So there's going to be cold emailing, and we're also talking about hiring. Shout out. You can go back and listen to the episode I did with Dustin McKibben a few months ago, taking his model where he hired some South African VAs to do cold calling, and had seen some decent success with that. So I think if we can be cold emailing, cold calling, and then you're like, if any of those leads become warm leads, then you get in there and get in on them. In addition to doing brokerage presentations in areas that we want to get into, because kind of the whole mantra for us with you is to do to really help us to really capture the white whale that we've been chasing for the 6 years of Upmarket Media, which is Conejo Valley, which is like the other side of Ventura County, which we just haven't been able to get traction in. And that's kind of your mission critical number one thing is to get us into Conejo Valley.
And it's not scary. It's not a scary part of town. It's beautiful.
It's Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley. It's fine. Yeah, your daughter goes to school there.
Yes, it's amazing. So I think, like you said about being a combination of marketing, it's 100% true. I clicked on a vitamin ad on Instagram probably 2 years ago, and I still get like their emails dripping, and they come up on my feed and all this stuff. And finally one day I was like, okay, like let's open this email. I didn't click unsubscribe. I looked to see what the product was about. So as irritated as we get as consumers with cold calls, or we can say that we don't like, mass emails, they do work.
Yeah.
If they work on somebody like me that's a salesperson, they work.
Yeah.
And then if somebody needs a photographer and they go in their email and they've been mass emailed and they can search real estate photography and it's going to pop up, then there you go.
No, my experience with that, and my advice for anyone is like, if you do accidentally click on something, don't accidentally click on like a pimple popping video. This is your life is hell for months.
I thought you were going to say something worse.
for months
but pimple popping video is gross.
The other ones were not on accident. I clicked on those on purpose. So no, it's fine. Yeah. But like, have you ever done cold calling? Because I know there's people who are doing cold calling, and I'm afraid of cold calling. I don't want to cold call anybody.
I've never cold called, but I've called blind leads.
Right.
You know, so
Right,
I
'cause
don't.
as a realtor, I mean, you have to do this kind of marketing.
So like
that is-
I've worked on foreclosures before, and then you do all this back end data search and then call the phone number randomly that I got from a third party site. But I'm not sitting there like with a dialer
right.
doing it. So, but people are successful with
I
that.
know. Yeah, we had one on another podcast.
we
who
did.
Just they
We
do
did.
they do like an hour cold calling every single day for their real estate business.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I just can't do it. So
You're a people pleaser.
I'm with people. Yeah. I'm like, can I pay someone to do it? That's what I want to do.
Yeah. And that's, the business model for hiring people overseas to do that is that's why it works.
Yes, exactly. So how effective? So I've always felt like the kind of that personal touch, being able to be in the room with somebody. I mean, I think it's twofold, right? We do the brokerage presentations. I mean, that's going to be a big part of our strategy, right? Is getting in front of a big group of agents. And then I think you have to then take that down to the granular, to the individual agent, right? So is it phone calls? Is it probably, to me, it's like scheduling coffees with every agent that you can, right?
I mean, scheduling coffee is kind of an old school model. Like when I get called from people that say like, hey, Katie, can I take you to coffee? I just want to chat. Can we go to coffee? I'm like, no, I have my coffee at 6:30 in the morning at my house.
Oh, I don't want to have a meeting at that time.
I put my makeup on, drink my coffee. I'm good. I don't need to go get coffee for an hour.
Okay. So then what are you going to do?
So collecting the information, getting everyone's business card, probably doing a raffle, and then genuinely connecting with those people. Like, hey, Reed, thanks for coming to my presentation. Whatever it may seem, and
well, whatever. Give me an example. What would you?
Yeah, like hey,
if I was at your brokerage presentation and I dropped my card in there to win the free aerials and then I didn't win,
yeah,
and I'm disappointed. What are you saying?
Hey, Reed, thanks for coming to my presentation at XYZ Realty. It was so great to see you in the audience. I'd love to connect with you further. Can we get on a call? Tomorrow at 12. Even if you're driving, it's fine. I just want to get to know you better because we don't know each other.
Oh, so you just like blatantly say it. Just like, I want to get to know you better.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. And they'll say, Katie, I love, whatever. On the call, they may say, Katie, I love my photographer. Amazing. I love my photographer too.
Right.
What are your struggles in your business right now? Did you know that I was a real estate coach as well? Like, what can I help you with?
Right. So so basically you're just laying the groundwork. So
yep.
They say, I love my photographer. Oh, that's great. And then what else are you struggling with? What can I help you with? So then the next time you lay so you're not doing a hard sell right then.
It's just like in recruiting, you get told that, the salesperson song is no, yes. Right. Like, so just like in recruiting, people would tell me like, no, I'm never leaving my brokerage. It just takes one time for, upper leadership or whatever to piss you off. I can say that on this podcast.
You can say whatever you want.
It takes one time for somebody to piss you off, for them to be like, hey, Katie, I'm ready to talk now. Right. Or hey, Katie, my photographer's on vacation. Like, I need you guys in a pinch.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Like, that's why I laid the groundwork.
Right.
Or, hey, I use Sam Smith as my photographer, but, Julia, you should try out this new company that I met this girl, Katie. She's amazing. You'd love her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it starts to have legs.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Even though I just make up names. Can you follow my imaginary stories?
Yeah, I get it. That's fine. Cool. Well, but then you make that initial contact with someone. They're not going to convert right then. Then what is the plan then? Well, I guess they've given you their email address, right? So they get on our mailing list, and we'll be doing regular mailers again, which we used to do but haven't been doing. And then how do you, like, what's the game plan after that?
So I'll follow them on social media. I've never had like a business and then personal social media. It's always kind of been all in one.
But you'll have access to our Upmarket Media social media.
I do too. So I can add people on that as well. And then in going to events, like I'm very front and center in events. So saying, hey, Reed, I just got invited to XYZ ABC. Am I going to see you there? Oh, okay.
Because most likely you won't, because most realtors don't go to the events.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do, right? But what we have found, and this is the hard thing about events, it's the same 50 realtors. Most of them are our clients already, and if they're not, they aren't really producers. And so we find that the top producers don't go to the events in general. So But by reaching out and saying, "Oh, will I see you there?" They'll say no. Oh, great. Well, let's connect some other time, right? I mean, is that the strategy?
Yeah. Or, I mean, I would be straight up and I would say, figures, I know you're super busy and probably hate this kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, let's continue to stay in touch. Like,
Right.
when are you in the office? When can I pop by when you're not going to be busy? Or do the hard sale and say, hey, can I come by Tuesday at noon? Are you going to be in the office? Do you have like 12 minutes for me?
Man. See, I wouldn't do, I couldn't do that stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm going to seem too salesy or whatever, but you're just like, you just roll, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Thank
Like,
you.
I think I really do think cause I think I'm actually really good at sales. Like but I have to be like, I can't be salesy like that. It has to be very organic for me. Like I can sell, like if I'm at a shoot and I mean, that was my best way of like, I could charm the realtor. I could talk to them. Could give them insight, give them help. And I feel like I could sell that way. And then if someone is calling us and Reed gets on the phone, I have the good pitches, but like that kind of like cultivating a relationship out of nothing. I really struggle with that despite being, very personable.
Well, and you're very product knowledge heavy, right? Which I'm not there yet.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to lead with my personality because I can't just ramble off my tongue all the products that we offer yet.
Right.
I'll get there in the future.
By Friday.
I just don't have it in my brain yet.
Right.
So.
Well, and I think that's not because the one thing too is we're really selling more of the experience and the customer service aspect of it, because like we've talked about now for a long time is like the products and the results are getting democratized. There's not as much difference between what we do and what our competitors do as there used to be. And so where we're really differentiating is, and you're going to be on the front lines of that, is like, hey, we actually have a client care specialist. What other photography team or business in our area has that? Has someone who's just dedicated to the client experience. And you're not doing admin for us. You are not answering the phones. You're not scheduling appointments. You're not doing any of that. You're solely there to get new clients. And then when that client does book a shoot, you're going to call them the next day and say, hey, how did it go? Do you have any feedback for us? Was
And
the
they'll
photographer
tell
on
me,
time?
people, strangers at the grocery store tell me their whole life story. Like these agents will tell me, what their pluses and minuses are. And I think we talked about this on the other podcast, in this age of AI and digital everything and, DoorDash and everything so streamlined, us as humans are still craving that human connection.
Right.
And it works across the board in restaurants, in sales, in photography, and whatever it may be. People want that personal connection. So people, hopefully, they're going to love our product, obviously, and they're going to love our photographers, and hopefully, they're going to love me.
Come on, Katie, you're lovable. Let's take a little break. We'll do a couple ads. We're gonna have Jazz. You're gonna vacate the chair. We're gonna bring Jazz in for the social media sidebar. And then we're going to come back. We'll talk more about some sales strategies, actionable stuff. And then speaking of actionable stuff, we'll end with action items, right? I know you came prepared. I know.
I did.
Thank you, Katie. You are you are the epitome of being prepared. So I love this. So Jazz, being the real estate media newbie, but I think even in your kind of like virginal state in real estate media, I think you understand how insane it is that we are delivering photos typically within 2 hours of the photo shoot.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, because I know you've worked on enough stuff, interior design, shoots, all this stuff, weeks to get these photos back. Yeah. And we're delivering high quality photos within a couple hours of the shoot because our photographers are now shooting JPEGs on site. They have the little dongle they put in their phone with the memory card, and they just upload it right into whatever system you are using. And Auto HDR will go ahead and process it right then and there. And you are able, if you have someone who, actually you can do it through a lot of mobile apps, you can deliver the photos right from there within 2 hours. It's incredible.
The future.
The future is here now. It's here. The future is here now.
The future is now.
So this has been the #1 workflow change that we have done in the last few months, and it is incredible. Our clients love it. We love it because it's off our plate. It's done. It's over with. And the thing about it that's so great is there's no drop off in quality. It's like, yeah, you can have it fast. You can have it fast. You can have it cheap. You can have it good. You can choose two of those. But we can actually do all of those with Auto HDR because the quality is high. We're able to just deliver those things. Boom, get paid. It's amazing. So if you want to get in on that action, and there's so many more things, so many new models coming out with Auto HDR, a lot of new styles you can do. I mean, it's really incredible what they are doing. It's autohdr.com. Use the code Upmarket. Or is it autohdr.com/upmarket? I think it's the code Upmarket. And you can get a free month of service. You sign up for a month, you're going to get an extra month for free. So that is a tremendous value. Check it out. Do it. Can't recommend it.
Free and fast.
Free and fast. Yes, for 1 month. You got to pay for 1 month.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Free and fast, like me.
Boom.
So Jazz, I feel like we are still kind of getting to know each other.
Yeah.
We're still in that phase. And one of the things that I want to know about someone when I get to know them is, what's your favorite color? I know that's kind of the kindergarten thing.
It's sweet,
but
though.
Yeah. So what is your favorite color? Is it yellow? You have a bright yellow shirt on.
I don't actually. It's yellow's complementary color.
Okay.
I really like a blue, like an electric blue. Yeah.
Like
a bright kind of.
Like a neon-y blue?
Yeah, like it's got, it's not the wall. I mean, it's
right.
beautiful,
That's
but
blackberry cobbler is the
don't get it twisted.
That is the paint shade of this. But the sign right behind me is iGuide.
I should have just used that as my example.
Yeah, and that's amazing that is like. But do you even know what iGuide is or does? I know you love the color, and that just speaks, I think, to the way they run their business. They choose nice colors.
They do.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Thank you for agreeing with me. Yes. Yeah. But they also, not only in their marketing do they have amazing colors, but in their product, they bring a level of professionalism and rigor that I think we as real estate media professionals want, because they are doing these 3D tours, they are doing the measurements, and these are the most accurate, fastest, best product on the market. So it's 3D tours, it's floor plans, it's site plans. It is all the things that your agents can do to market the property and give the data that people want these days when they're marketing property.
I mean, honestly, you had me at floor plans. As someone that does interiors. It's
yes. I love it. And so those, and we've really been loving site plans because that is a great add-on that you can do. You're already doing the iGuide tour. It's only going to take you 20 minutes to go through a house and do it. But then you can upcharge $100, $200 and get a site plan. Just do a few more scans outside and you get an overview of that entire property, which is something that has really not been available in any kind of out-of-the-box product. So really, really excited about the site plans. So, and also remember, iGuide still has one more trip available for PMRE. So go to goiguide.com/PMRE to sign up for that, and go to goiguide.com to just check out iGuide and get one of those cameras. Start selling iGuides. I love it. It's also, there's so many things to talk about, but it's pay per project, unlike some other 3D tour choices.
Oh.
You don't have to have a monthly subscription. You just pay per project, so you know what your costs are. You know what your profit margin is. This is fantastic. Go iGuide.com. Okay, social media sidebar time. We are Upmarket Pod across all social media. Our flagship, of course, is upmarket.media. I don't know, without Molly now, I don't even know what's going to happen to all these things, but I do think we will still be posting. We're still doing clips. We're still doing all this. And I think kind of heading that up for the pod is thank you, Jazz Jennings, our new producer, sitting in with us for the social media sidebar. Jazz, where can we find you on Instagram? Because I think there's a lot of vegetables happening, a lot of dogs, a lot of beach,
a lot of gardening, a lot of animals,
yeah,
a lot of life.
The Ojai lifestyle.
The river,
Yeah.
I almost said my old handle. It's my full name, my government name. I don't know how dangerous that is.
Oh, we're dead now.
At Jaslyn Nelson Jennings.
Yeah. Jaslyn, Jazlyn.
Good job.
Yeah.
NELSONJENNINGS.
All right, nice, perfect. Yeah. So, did I ask you how are you feeling? Because I don't know how much we can talk about, but we just met a few months ago, really.
Yeah.
At the park, and so we're not really going to talk about social media here. We're just going to get to know Jazz a little bit, but. We met through a mutual friend at the park. I saw my friend, I was out doing something else. I saw my friend, I was talking to him, And then you came up with a baby, not your baby.
No,
your
my
friend,
best friend's
your friend
baby.
was visiting with a baby.
Yeah.
And then it was funny. I just felt like we met and then we just hit it off and just started talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it to you later. And I remember at the end of that conversation, we ended up talking for like 10 or 15 minutes. And at the end of it, I was like, oh my God, I want to ask her for her number. But I didn't want to seem like the creepy older guy that was trying to hit on the married woman.
I know you slid into my DMs, but in like the sweetest, most friendly, vulnerable way, not creepy at all. But
Yeah.
I know. And then you know what's funny? It's like we met in the classic cliche small town Ojai way.
Yeah.
But I had never seen you prior.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden we saw each other at the Jamboree. We saw each other, like we started running into each other all over.
Everything. Yeah, no, and maybe it's just I noticed. I mean, but I'm noticeable.
Yeah,
I feel like you're noticeable.
You're tall.
Yeah, you have a look too, though. I feel like I would remember you as well.
Yes, I have. Someone the other day was like, "Have you heard there's these hot lesbians in town?"
Oh.
And that's apparently the tagline, which I was like,
Oh,
okay,
there are. You trust me, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Ojai is like lesbian central.
Yeah. Well, you know, the like cottage-core thing, the like gardening, the nature, the like
cottagecore. Okay.
lesbians love that shit.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
So okay? I don't know. Enlighten. I don't know. I feel like. Can we talk lesbian for a sec?
Please.
I feel like
I think every straight guy and every guy in general.
Yeah.
No, I think more so every straight guy should have a lesbian best friend. I think
will you be that for me?
Yes. I think it works. The benefit from both sides. Like,
yeah.
Then guys get a perspective from a girl, but there's a safety net of like, you you get to bro out.
I still
and
love you
vice
too,
versa.
Alex Coombs. Don't worry. But yeah, I can have
You
more
got
than
competition
I can have more than one.
Yeah, you're collecting.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. Like it gives us some insight into the male mind. And,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was a time, and this is probably, now because I'm older, like 25, 30 years ago, where and maybe it was just the lesbians I met, I was like, I didn't feel very welcome. Because, I'm like the cis straight guy and but now, like, I feel like whenever I'm around lesbians, we're vibing.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're kind of, I saw you at Pride. You're now, you've got your connections with it personally. Like they're,
Yeah.
And yes, I think 90s lesbians were a lot scary. The like Ani DeFranco's.
Yeah. I like the 20s lesbians.
Yeah, it's a little more fun, a little more light.
Yeah. You guys are just like line dancing and it's fun. Yeah. It's like,
And we're leaning into like the most kind of conservative, traditional American shit, which is funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like the line dancing, the two-stepping, the Western.
Right.
That usually is aligned with
the
that.
cottage core. This is
right. Yeah. See, and then this is where Ojai fuses.
Right.
Farm and cottage.
Right. Farm and cottage. Yeah. So we just hit it off. And then I think there was just this thing of like, we got to do something together. We got to do something like a creative thing together. And that was just something I think we said like very quickly in becoming friends of like, how can we do something together?
Yeah.
And then Molly left and I was like, oh, and you were kind of like, you've done work in the entertainment industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And interior design, and you've done like set design.
Set design, production design. I've produced photo shoots. So like that organization and kind of streamline work is in my wheelhouse. And then interiors I've done for 10 years.
Yeah.
And so I've worked with realtors, I've worked with developers. So there are these like parallels we had.
Yeah. And then, but you're a little bit if you want to get into it, you can.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's fine too. But you're a little bit at loose ends in your career and kind of have a little more time on your hands. And so, and that was the biggest thing. Cause I was like, well, you're not really doing anything else.
You're like, hey, let me help you. You need to be doing
not
something.
even help you, but just of like, this is like a really part-time gig. And it's like, you have the time and like, you're kind of open.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also, not to be too woo-woo.
Oh.
And this isn't usually my vibe.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we don't get too woo-woo on this podcast, but that's okay.
We're in Ventura.
Okay. Yeah.
But once in a blue moon, I'll like do oracle cards or tarot cards just to like fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
And before we met, or maybe it was either right before or right after we met, I had pulled some cards and something came up about a friend is going to come to you with a work opportunity. Oh. And then you literally text me like a day later being like, hey, do you want to meet up? I want to talk to you about something. And I was like, huh. So I don't know. Take that.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
What you
very, very woo-woo. Yeah. And And I think more than anything, and what I really learned from Molly, who's like so different than you, but like we just had so much fun together. And I just knew after hanging out with you even just a little bit, I'm like, oh, we'll just always have fun together.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why not then? And you're smart, and like, you know, you feel like you know, when you have experience in the entertainment industry, you can bring it, even though obviously you're not on the narrative side, but you know how to, I'm sure you know how to tell a story, because all the interiors have to tell a story too.
True. And I mean, look at your trajectory. You've written a movie and made
That's
a
true.
movie.
Yeah. You
jumped in and have now, you had 3 podcasts, now you have 2. Like,
right. Yeah.
And you're a real estate media man.
Yeah.
But it is cool.
Yeah.
It's so, I've always said I don't think we should ever have one career, because we're always changing, growing, and evolving.
Yeah.
So how fascinating to be able to like do so many different things, but there's still a through line.
Right. Well, and I think
in a
for
way.
you, and what I've been, you know, because you shadowed Molly on a few episodes, and it really does seem like you're taking this seriously.
Yeah.
And like you want to do a good job, and part of that is like you're trying to get your bearings on this industry. Like you don't know this industry at all, and neither did Molly when she came. She
Right.
came aboard, and I've really been heartened by you. You ask a lot of questions, and that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm somebody that like, if I don't know something, I'm going to learn it. I think it's opportunity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, did I ever foresee me jumping into something like this? Not necessarily, but I love podcasts. I love storytelling. I love talking to people and hearing about people and learning about people.
Uh-huh.
So it does align with kind of my ethos and core self. So it's like, oh, I have this opportunity to learn something new. This could take off for me and I could really love it. It helps you as a friend that like took me on. You and Mark, there's an episode that everyone will hear about later, but
Yeah.
you guys are talking about like your business you're setting your employees up for success. You're helping
Yeah.
everybody out by owning a business, like not
Trying
just
to.
yourselves. Yeah.
Well, we're trying to be humans, you know, and we're all learning, trying to get through this together. And I'm going to be interested to see how you're going to come to Las Vegas.
I know. And wow, I don't even know where to put my head with that yet.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is
It'll be fun. We'll have fun.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it's so fun. But you know, to even 4 months ago be like, you know, in November you're just going to be partying with real estate media people in Las Vegas. You'd be like, what? You're like, what is real estate media?
I know, literally, like, and PR media, like what? I'm like constantly. No, it's I'm like,
I'll be curious to see how you fit in our larger industry, and because it's
do I need to
and I'm
get
sure
some
you'll
business
fit.
attire?
What?
Like, do I need to?
No, you'll be fine just in that. And I think you'll fit in great. I mean, it's a bunch of weirdos but it's also it's just this unique thing, and I think everyone who's gone to PMRE just has had a great time, and I'm sure you will too. So yeah.
How many days again?
The conference is 3 days.
But we go for
We go 2 days ahead of time because we're recording a
like
bunch of
5 days,
episodes.
6
It's
days?
like 5 days. I mean, it remains to be seen. I don't know if you need to be there for the whole time,
Right.
but you know, we'll figure that out.
it'll be fun. It's
Oh,
exciting.
it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun, and you'll get to meet a ton of listeners, and I'm sure you'll be famous there by then. So you know.
Yeah, fan base.
Yeah, you will have. I think Nikki has a fan base. Chelsea had a fan base.
No way.
I don't think I really have a fan base, but like, you know.
You've got 2 pods going, so you're building different fan bases.
We're building. There you go.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else that our viewers should know about you,
Oh gosh.
or that you want to talk about? I don't. I feel like actually, you know what I truly want, and like I just want to do a podcast with you, and I want to talk about shit.
I think that might happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not about real estate media. Like,
Right.
I think you're very.
Oh my God, is it the lesbian and the straight guy?
Oh, but aren't you pan, not lesbian?
I was about
though?
to say also like, oh, they're gonna come for me. The community's gonna come for me. No, wait, sorry, I cut you off. What?
No, yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, I feel like I do. Like, you have a really fascinating past and really fascinating present and future.
And yeah, TBD.
Yeah, and I think like I've really, and I think why I wanted you to come on the show, and Mark was totally on board too. I mean, I brought you in, and Mark's like, "Oh yeah, totally."
I'm still trying to crack Mark.
Yeah, is you have a unique lived experience, and I think you have a unique perspective, and I'm really hoping that you can bring some of that to the show. So I think that's why I want you, and you just are fun. So
thank you,
and that's what I want to do. I just I've had enough of not fun.
Yeah,
I'm more into fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really that makes me feel very seen.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we are gonna have a podcast. Or I'm going to bring like the Howard Stern elements to
That's
this
fine.
podcast.
That's fine. That's fine. You bring. I think you bring whatever you think is appropriate.
Okay.
And
you'll just
and inappropriate. That's fine too.
Yeah. You'll put the guardrails
of course we
up.
can. Yeah, we can guard up. But I don't know. But I get whatever unless we get sponsor pushback, it's fine.
Right. Oh yeah, we have guidelines.
Yeah. Thank you, Jazz. Here's to the future, and I'm so excited to go on this journey with you. So
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Oh man, Jazz, you came on just a week too late. You didn't get to go to Spokane to hang out with HD Photo Hub, all that crew up there. You could have, honestly, they're kind of nerdy, but I think you would have fit in.
Glasses.
Yes, yeah, you have the glasses. Yeah, they're more the tech nerds, but which is what you want in HD Photo Hub,
yeah.
right? Because look, they are handling all of our back end stuff. So, our clients. Do you know much about HD Photo Hub? Because I can sell you on this.
I mean, give me the speed run.
Yeah, well, basically, they run all of our back end systems. So it's our client database. It is our clients have the login. When they're coming into our site, they have their login, so they have access to all of our order forms. They have access to every shoot they've ever done. They can download. They can order marketing kits, and this is a revenue driver for us because all of the media that we produce, it gets neatly put into all these little packages of like Instagram stories, posts, flyers, websites.
They're thinking about everything.
Yes, thinking about everything. We can also we can track. We can do payroll. We can track our employees' mileage. We can do. Everything we need to do for the back end of our business, we can do through HD Photo Hub. And I'm telling you, what an amazing company! All those people up there. Every single thing they do is through the prism of looking at what will make life better for a real estate media provider. It is their core message of service. They have so much integrity. I could not have been more impressed by that company, and I cannot be more chuffed to be partnered with them as a sponsorship. So I love HD Photo Hub. Check them out. It's hdphotohub.com. Use the code Upmarket, and through the end of September, if you are a new user, normally it's you get 15 free deliveries. Herb said it himself. You get 20 free deliveries if you sign up using the code Upmarket at hdphotohub.com. All right, Jazz, interior design.
Yeah.
Here's one of the things, right? Like if you're going to design a space, you need to know what the space is like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what if I told you, and I don't know if you even know this is possible, that I can just whip out my phone, iron up an app. I can walk around room, a space, a house, whatever, and instantly get you an accurate floor plan. Is this interesting to you as an interior designer?
Yeah. To get wall measurements, square footage, visuals, it's huge.
Huge. And it's so easy for me. And it's so easy for, even you could do this. I know you don't have any experience in real estate media.
Or technology.
Oh, that's right. You said you have an old iPhone. I don't even know. Yeah. You're not the tech lady. No, which is fine. It's no problem. Even you could do this. It is that easy. You could fire up the second floor app. You could walk around whatever space. Obviously, if it's just the studio, it's going to take less than a minute. But even if it's like a 2,500 square foot house, you're 5 to 7 minutes. You're going to walk around. You just point it at the walls. Boom! Just makes a floor plan immediately. You can deliver it to your client instantly. So you can upcharge for that. It is amazing, amazing, amazing service. So go to secondfloorapp.com/upmarket. You can get a free month without paying anything. You just get that free month trial. You can do as many floor plans as you want, and you get them all for free. secondfloorapp.com/up. Katie Connelly, let's talk some more sales.
Okay.
So in the break, we were talking about a little bit about how, I guess let's frame it like this. Like if you're doing sales, one of the biggest things that you have to do, I would think, is kind of read the room. And read the room meaning like you're sitting across from one person. You need to read what their needs are. You need to read what their personality style is, right? And like, because the same thing is not going to work. What's going to work on me is not going to work on somebody else.
1,000%. So there are certain people that don't want to be talked to. They don't want to be listened to. They want to go out, do their job, and they will read about your product on email or however they get it, right? So that's why our cold emails work. There's people that like to be listened to. They want you to hear all their problems, and being an ear to listen to works. There's other people that are very information driven or dollars driven. Like I want, to know this, and this, and I want to know your success rate, like very analytical, data driven. So being able to listen to somebody in the first, 5 seconds of a conversation and being able to drive that to fit their needs.
Right.
Because I am here to fill my needs, but
right.
or your needs.
Yeah. Our needs are aligned. So
yes,
yeah.
They're pretty black and white. But really, I've heard in sales that the golden rule is treat people the way that they want to be treated, but the diamond rule is treat people the way that they want to be treated. And being able, did I repeat myself?
Yeah, you messed that up somehow.
Okay.
So let's start.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we've been told for all these years that the golden rule is treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Right.
But really the diamond rule is treat people the way that they want to be treated. And so meeting people where they're at,
right.
if they're like, if I'm at a networking event or calling someone on the phone and they're like, oh, no, like I'll get to it later. I'll talk to you later. They probably don't want to talk.
Right.
And so sending them a text, sending them a link to the website, giving them pricing details, because they're going to be highly analytical and they're just going to want that information at their fingertips when they need it on their schedule, not on my schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what else can you do when you find out someone? What are the other different types of personalities that you're going to encounter that you have to adjust the strategy for?
So, I know we're not to action items yet, and this wasn't my action item.
So
but
we can have as many action items as we
reading
want.
books on personality styles and listening to podcasts and stuff about the way that people respond and interact has been great for me as a human and in my business.
Oh.
So I highly, highly recommend that.
Okay, what's my personality style? How would you sell to me?
There's so, are we talking Myers-Briggs? Are we talking, there's so many different ones.
I don't know. Well, here I am. I'm cynical.
So
I'm very funny.
In Myers-Briggs,
handsome.
you're definitely an INFJ. So introvert.
I'm an introvert?
Yeah, you're an introvert. You get your energy from being by yourself, right? You don't get your energy from being with others. You're an extrovert.
Jazz is looking perplexed, but Jazz doesn't know me that well.
Where do you get your energy from?
You want to say something, Jazz?
I'm still learning you, but I do feel like you're pretty fucking social. So it makes me feel you get charged that way, but I don't know.
Well, that's right, because you can be an introvert, but
you also live alone,
but do well in social settings.
Yeah. You're an extroverted introvert, but you're an I.
Yeah, there's the double too.
Yeah.
There's like confusion.
I think you get your energy from being by yourself.
Okay, so I'm I.
Yeah, I forget what the N is. It's an N or P, something or perceiving, and then F feeling.
Oh, I feel.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then J is judging, but it's not. Oh! It's not bad. I'm an ENFJ. So
J is judging. Well, I am a little judgmental.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Fine.
So.
But it is kind of bad though, right?
No, it's good.
No.
You can judge a situation on.
I can judge a situation, but being judgy is not.
That's a whole different. It's a different personality.
Right. Okay. So I'm an INFJ. Blah blah. So what's the strategy you use to sell me on something?
Am I selling real estate media photography,
well, sure.
or what am I selling?
I don't know. In this context, we're talking about selling real estate
media. So
media.
you wouldn't come to the big office presentation. You wouldn't come.
Probably not.
Right? So it would be a one-on-one conversation. Hey, Reed, I know you're at Upmarket Media. I missed you at the presentation. Would love to connect with you one-on-one.
Right.
Because you're more
yeah, but then I'm like, what is, but then I would respond with, what is this about?
You would.
Right. So then what would you do? This is, we're doing an exercise here, Katie.
Oh,
Just
you
roll
didn't
with
tell me
okay?
that we're role playing.
Yes. Yeah. I always love to role play with you. You know that.
Well,
what is this about?
Reed, this is, do you know what I do? Do you know, have I told you my story yet? Have we met face to face?
No. I'm just curious what I do. Look, because I'm very busy and it's hard for me to carve out time when I don't know what the goal is. Are you trying to sell me something?
Awesome. Yes. No. See, now you, I'm overheating. Hold on.
Look, I'm busy. No, this is what I would say. I actually, let me rephrase this because I think this is actually what I will say sometimes when I know I'm getting the sales stuff. When I'm someone on LinkedIn or whatever, even if they're in a company, because I get pitches all the time for the podcast and, from stuff. And I'm like, and I remember last year when I was going to PMRE, I had someone reaching out who wanted to meet with me. And I was like, hey, what's the purpose of the meeting? Oh, I just want to get to and I said, and I had to at a certain point be like, is this a sales meeting? And because I knew it was, but I wanted them to say it.
But sales is solving problems.
Yeah, but it was a problem I didn't have. I think it was like they were a competitor to one of my, they wanted to sell me on their product, but it was a competing product with one of the sponsors of my show. And they weren't offering to sponsor, right? That's a different conversation. Anyone who wants to sponsor, you just call right up, okay? We can always have that conversation. But, I'm not going to use if someone sponsors my show, I'm not going to use their competitor's product.
Yeah. So I would say I understand.
Or switch over to it, right?
Reed, I understand. All of us are busy. I totally get it.
Right.
I just want to get to know you better. Obviously, well, not obviously, but in case you didn't know, I am in real estate media sales, and that is my number one job.
Right.
But,
right.
I do genuinely want to get to know you. Okay. I want to know who you use. I want to know what your struggles are. And we don't have to meet in person because we're all busy. I get it. Mm-hmm. But, call me let me call you when I'm driving. Right. Let me talk to you when we're in the car. Let's just kind of work through some things together.
So when you can even tell someone is like, hey, is this a sales call? Which is me clearly saying I don't have time to sit and have a sales conversation with you. That doesn't make you quit.
No, I would acknowledge it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say, in case you didn't know, this is what I do.
Right. And then because, and I think you said it was in relation to something else, but you never, ever, ever, ever burn a bridge.
No. And then my very first broker ever told me take every single meeting. And I still, even when I was in recruiting, I was being recruited and I still took all those meetings, schedule permitting. I wasn't just in meetings all day. I had lots of jobs to do. Right. But yeah, I'll take a meeting with almost anyone. Yeah.
And you feel like that at a certain point, isn't that a waste of your time?
No. I was in a sales call. Somebody was trying to sell me online leads or something a couple months ago. I was on a Zoom call with him and he stopped and he said, Katie, you seem like the most disinterested person I've ever been with on a Zoom call. Because I had both my screens. I was working. I was like, And I said, you read the room very well. Thank you for that. I'm not interested. Send me an email with your pricing, your products, all that kind of stuff. If I'm interested, I'll go back and search it. Feel free to resend it in a week. I'll keep it in my inbox, but let's not waste either one of our times. And he's like, awesome. Sent the email. He sent it again. If ever I need their, overseas lead services, I will make sure to call Paul from Nebraska.
But wouldn't it have been better just not to take that meeting?
I was still working.
I don't know. I guess. No, I get it. And I think there's a reason you have your job and I have my job. And, and I've tried to a little bit, I try to wall myself off. I like meeting with people and I like hearing new ideas and I like all that stuff. But, I don't love I don't know. But I always take the meetings. I don't know. We were all set on our sponsorship and Skylar from iGuide just kept pestering me and we had a meeting and that's turned into a beautiful relationship and very, very fruitful on all sides. So, yeah.
And that's probably why he's successful is because he believes in what he's selling.
Right.
Right. And wanted that for you in your business.
Right.
That's his job is to sell things and make money. But like I said earlier, sales is solving a problem.
Right. Well, and that's what I always have felt in looking at what we do as a business, and even how I've always approached it even in moments of like where we're desperate for work or money, is like, it doesn't feel good to me to try to sell people or to sell things to people that they don't need.
Yep.
That isn't going to actually make a difference for them.
You know what we call that? You can smell their commission breath.
Oh.
Have you ever heard that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You can smell their commission breath.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's certain...
It's like a combination of cigarettes and jerky.
No, it's just when somebody's like, hey, knocking on your door trying to sell solar on their hoverboard and they're sweating and they're like, hey, no, I want to talk to you. Yeah. Like they've probably been doing that for 6 hours. Yeah. They've made $0. Right. Like they need to make money to go home to their family or report back to their boss or whatever. And you just sense the desperativity.
The desperation. Yeah. And that's the thing is because I don't feel like, and I've definitely had instances where I've steered people to a smaller package because I knew that the bigger package wasn't going to serve their needs, because you just know there's people who like say an older agent, they don't even know how to post a video. And you're just like, I don't think you need video. I think you're going to be okay, on this. So I get
there's a ton of people that take advantage of the elderly and they take advantage of people that don't speak the same language as them. Right.
And I think, what we always try to do is have a high ethical standard. And I know that's important to you. And I know like because you take the realtor code of ethics really seriously. I know you do. I do. You look at me like I'm making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you. Like, I think that because I think a lot of realtors don't take it as seriously. And so the fact that you do means that I know that when you're out representing us, you're going to do it to a very high ethical standard. Yeah.
Just doing things the right way. You know, I worked in a high-end restaurant in Los Angeles when I was in college, and we would have to get there like 3 hours before the restaurant opened and like line everything up like all perfect. And we'd be like, this is a waste of time. And the owner was like, everything in life is little things. And I was like, oh, it kind of is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like it when things are lined up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I need you to get there 3 hours early, but
but like everything is just a combination of little things.
Sure.
In life.
For sure. Well, so Katie, how does it feel we've done a lot of podcasts together, but as co-host, how does it feel being a guest?
It feels comfortable, but it feels different.
Do you feel like you're being interrogated?
No, I don't. It takes a lot to ruffle my feathers for sure. No, I don't feel interrogated. It's a little different. Like I'm navigating something new and you are obviously an expert this is your business. Yeah. So you know it inside and out. And I only know what I know and I can learn as I go.
Because this is a risk for us to bring you on. I mean, I think we've worked out a deal. It's a risk for you as well. Like how confident are you that this is going to work?
That's a great question. I mean, I'm confident because I believe in you guys and I see what you've done. So you have an amazing product, great people, great principles, all that kind of stuff. But businesses don't work out sometimes. Right. So, and if I could tell the future, I would.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I'm bullish on this. I think that like what I've seen from you, even in the last 12 days, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be good. Yeah. Because I think like you've already approached it in ways and more thoroughly than I thought you would. Like I because you're still doing, real estate as well. And so a part of me was like, hey, Katie's going to be great in a lot of ways, but not that I would ever expect you to half-ass it, but I was a little bit like, how much? No, I had really good expectations. I'm just really trying to articulate this in the right way. Like, I think what I've seen from you so far in the conversations we've had, in the work that you have done, in the outreach that you have done, I'm like, oh, she's taking this really seriously. And it's been really exciting because you're like, oh, it didn't even dawn on me that you would approach it this way. Yeah. And so I think that's been like, I'm like, okay, I think we have a killer working for us here. And I think that's, I'm super excited.
Yeah. And that's what happens I have a family to feed. Yeah. Right. Like I take care of my mom and my daughter's going to go off to college. you guys have families to take care of.
We do.
That is going to be a direct result of my performance.
Exactly. I got to pay Jazz. I mean, this is like, we got a lot
we
riding
all
on this.
there's a lot of people that depend on the success of this business. So there's that. And in addition to, great client support and customer care and all that wonderful stuff, there's us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And as much as
and we've all had a lean year. I mean, let's be honest. We all have, right? I mean, there's a reason you're doing this and not just like, selling a bunch of $5 million houses, right?
Yeah. It's 'cause they don't like strangers. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it's tough out there. And I think you've been in a position where, because you were, because I want to make really clear to anyone listening that Katie is a fantastic realtor. She's amazing. But you've also been bouncing around a little bit because you were working for the board for a minute. You were doing the recruiting for Keller Williams. And so you weren't really in the day-to-day streets of focusing on your real estate career. And so then you came out of that position when Keller Williams, and honestly, these branches just kind of imploded and it was nothing related to you. And you were kind of like left holding the bag of like, okay, I need to figure this out. And then trying to jump back fully into retail real estate is hard.
Yeah.
Like, and it's been a quote unquote weird year.
Yeah. And there's been movement across the board. I mean, I have my friends in title that are moving companies. I have friends in lending that are moving, like all year in the real estate profession. It's been like that because, like you said, it's been lean. Some people are doing amazing.
Yeah.
Some people aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. But you hadn't been marketing yourself for like 2 years because you were doing other stuff. And so, it's marketing when you're busy is what's going to sustain you in the slow times. And yeah. So, Katie, I'm so excited that you are working with us. And I think you're going to bring a tremendous amount to it. And one of the things you're going to bring is an action item is what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah. So
ready for it.
Right. Well, which we take action to give that. Well, I do cue it up, and then which means it's time for our action items. Our action items today are sponsored by Pixel CRM. Go to pixelcrm.com where you are going to be able to find all the stuff that you need to run that back end of your business, keep track of your clients, market to them. So many functionalities with Pixel CRM. It's going to grow your business. Check it out. pixelcrm.com. Katie, I think you have the honors. Let's have you go first today.
Okay, mine's going to be kind of vague, and it's probably been said before on this show.
That's fine. This is episode like 139. We've said them all.
Okay, so definitely instead of listening to the radio in the car, listen to a podcast, sign up for Audible, listen to something that's going to be better for your brain and your business or your body,
you're already a podcast listener. If you're hearing this right now, you're already a podcast listener. So
that's true.
Do you have a recommended podcast?
I have so many, so I wasn't prepared for this action.
That's okay.
But the good thing about podcasts and Audible is you can search personal growth, making money, business,
and the second
media sales.
The second you do one of those, it's going to algorithm you a bunch of other ones too. So,
and then they're going to come up on your Instagram. So just click it, listen to it, talk to yourself, talk to your car. It'll make your day brighter and yourself better.
There you go. All right. Yeah. Well, my action item, to kind of piggyback on what was the to piggyback on something you said, and I think what was one of the interesting things to me, a takeaway, is really take a minute to understand different personality types and take a minute to understand how you can relate to those personality types when you are talking about your business. And I think for any owner out there who is going to the in-person networking events, I mean, it's one thing if you already have the client and you're at a shoot with them. I mean, you can kind of, we all know how to talk to them and talk to them and kind of gently push them into, aerial photos on this shoot wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think, when we're talking with new clients is figuring out what their needs are, what their personalities are, and kind of shaping how we talk to them, through that lens. I think that's a really interesting way to go about it, and not a way that I ever thought about it.
Mm-hmm. I'll bring books next time.
Okay,
if you're a reader,
I won't read them.
We've talked about this at our
I won't read them. But thank you, Katie. I'm excited to work with you. Hopefully you can be back on the show in the future. We can, it would be really fun, I think, in a few months to kind of update and see where we are and how this has been working out.
I'll have some fun stories from out in the field. I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Some will be on mic, some will be off mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the off mic stories are the ones that we want to actually talk about on here. So that's good. Jazz, thank you. Thank you for sitting down with us at the social media sidebar. And this is so much new stuff. I'm so excited. Thank you, Jazz.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. And thank you, of course, to all of our sponsors. You we got to give these people money, so appreciate you giving us money that we can give it to them. And of course, most of all, to all of our listeners and viewers, we couldn't be doing it without you. So really appreciate you all.
Thank you, Reed.
Thank you. Upmarket is a production of Upmarket Media and is produced by Molly Peart and edited by Tessa Nelson. Our wish for you this week is to not have to do any Friday Night Twilight shoots. Thank you for everything.